Hello, Joe from Joe K Models here. So last time I finished up these fuselage sides, I got the parts in place and I primed it black. Talked about filling in this line right here. So moving on, I'm going to start working on the other sub-assemblies to the cockpit. And we have this tub piece here that has a couple of different parts. And as you can see, since I'm building the A version, there are some pieces that are going to be modified. Like this piece, for example, gets the whole top taken off there. Same thing for that. And I think I'm going to put all of these in place just like I did before, with the exception of these tanks back here because of all of the different parts that need to be painted. Probably going to do that one separately, but the rest of this I'm going to get put in place. And then I'm just going to continue on with these sub-assemblies as well. So I think I'm going to have a tub sub-assembly, and then let's see here. I'm going to have this as a sub-assembly, so the control panel and some of the like rudder pedals and those types of surfaces. And then the actual seat part as its own sub-assembly as well. You can see that down here. So I think it's going to be basically 3 different sub-assemblies I'm going to be putting together as I'm looking at these directions to finish off the cockpit. And then once I have everything primed and ready to go, I'm going to prime it black just like I did with the other piece, and then we can start putting on our actual colors. So I'm going to get started on that now. Okay, so just want to take a moment and just tell you what I'm doing here. So I've been doing a little bit of cleanup on these parts here, and when it's in its regular plastic gray molding color, it's very hard to tell whether you're actually getting it cleaned up appropriately. So I just did some primer on this piece right here, and you can hopefully be able to tell on the camera here that I actually got rid of the middle seam line, but since I've been scraping it with my knife, you can see that I've caused this kind of different type of texture on those tanks there. So this is something I can't really tell with my eye before I put primer on, but it's something that I can tell once I have this on there. So this might be an indication to me that maybe I want to try something different, maybe sandpaper or a sanding stick, or try something else, because this is almost like a time machine. When you put this primer on, it's showing you what the piece is going to look like once you get paint on it. So I'm going to keep working on this. I'm probably going to try doing some sandpaper on it to get it finished a little bit better, and then put some more primer on it and see where we're at after that. So very important. And you don't have to have an airbrush to do this. You can paint primer on, or you can use a spray can. I actually painted this on. You can tell from right here that I just painted it on. So whatever's easiest for you to get that on, to check those pieces. Because one mistake that I used to do was I used to clean it up, think I was good, I would put it on the model, and then down the road after I got the actual paint on it, I would notice these seemingly invisible seam lines start to come to the surface. So I think this is a very important step to talk about. And so let me continue working on this. I'll be right back. Alright, so I got all the pieces here for that side. Now on this side, there's only one piece, and depending on which version you're going to be building, you're going to be putting this in a little bit differently. So if you're doing the B or C version, which I'm not, you're going to be including the whole contraption minus this little part right there. However, since I'm doing the A version, the only part that's going to be included is this box. So you can see right here, there it is. We're only using that little box for it. So I'm going to get this piece off now. Okay, and I'm going to be ending it right about here. And I've got these pieces glued into this. And I've decided to leave these tanks off for now. But you can see here just how nicely they fit in right there. I mean, they just literally just falls into place. And that's pretty much how all these pieces fit. The fit on this is excellent so far. The reason why I'm going to leave these tanks off right now is because I think it's going to be easier to mask this, because this whole back area is going to be painted silver. I'm going to prime it and then paint it silver, and then this whole front part is going to be the cockpit green. So rather than put this in place now and have to mask around it, I'm going to leave this off for now. And I think it'll be easier as well to paint this separately. As you can see there are some parts on there that are going to require some precision painting. And I just think it'll be better this way. So that's where I'm at right now. The next steps are going to be doing the sub-assembly here of the foot pedals, and also we're going to be getting into some photo etch next time right there. And then this, I believe, is a compass, so we'll be working on that. And then the next steps are going to be actually working on the seat and the control panel. So that is where we will be going on next. So thank you so much for watching. This is Joe with Joe K Models, and I'll see you on the next one.